Good morning, Vintage Church. I'm Jen Nettles. As Pastor Dustin said, I've been a partner here for over 10 years. I've been married to my college sweetheart, Daniel, for almost 20 years. We have two beautiful children. Anna Marie is 10, William is 6. I'm an LPC, working as an elementary school counselor right now, and I struggle with anxiety and depression. I fight every day to not let that steal my joy. Some days are easier than others, but I'm not alone. Over 40 million adults in the U.S. have an anxiety disorder. That's 19.1% of the population. So everyone has cognitive distortions to some degree. Cognitive distortions involve negative thinking patterns that aren't based on fact or reality. There are several different types of cognitive distortions, but the most common one is catastrophizing, or thinking of the worst case scenario. So everybody has them, but those that struggle with anxiety, we tend to sit there a little bit longer, and it's hard to kind of redirect our thinking. So there's with anxiety, our brains either sit in the negative of the past, could have done this, should have done this, what if I did this? Or the anxiety of the future, what if this happens, what if that happens, right? So I've had so many times in my life that I missed out on God's blessing of joy in my life because of my struggles with anxiety. Our feelings are our feelings, and they are very real to us, but they aren't always reality or truth. So there are many things that can help those struggling with anxiety. As Pastor Dustin mentioned, counseling. So please come see me or Pastor Dustin. We have tons of resources for you. You don't have to go through this alone. Medication sometimes is part of the plan. Support is just so important, whether that's your life group here or your V group, family, friends. Pastor Dustin mentioned grounded journaling also helps. Breathing exercises help. But I'm going to talk to you about two different mindfulness exercises today. So mindfulness is a type of medication that helps us focus on the present instead of kind of ruminating in the past or thinking of the what if of the future. So mindfulness, we're going to put something up on the board here. I call this, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a grounding exercise that uses our senses, like I said, and we're literally going through our senses and naming something. So the first one is sight. So I'm going to stop my ruminating and all the negative thoughts, and I'm literally going to list out loud. I see lights. I see people. I see chairs. I see carpet, right? And what can we touch? I feel this table. It's smooth, it's hard, it's cold, right? So we go through all those senses, and it helps redirect our brain, kind of spinning in that negative, to focus on the present. So that's one. I also love doing that exercise outside. It's amazing what we do when we kind of get outside in God's creation, and we feel the sun on our skin, or we hear the birds, those things. So outside's awesome for that one. And then there's another one that I also love to use. We have a little icon coming up. It's an app. It's free. It's called the What's Up app, a mental health app. And so that's what it's looking like. You'll look for the black and the red. They're two hands kind of holding each other. And if we scroll through there, if you look and you see we want help right now, so you click that top box. And then the second one is get grounded. And so this is a game that I love to use. I actually use this when I'm stressed out. So if you click on get grounded, and it pops up a prompt, it's like a little game. So name 5 different fast food outlets. So, of course, we're going to go with the Lord's Chicken first, right? We're going to do Chick-fil-A. So as we're naming these things, we click on the stars, and it goes to the next one, and it prompts us. So instead of thinking, what if, we're thinking, what's another dog breed besides a Maltese, besides a Golden, what's another dog breed? And it just stops adding all that pressure and that stress off the negative thinking. So those are the two that I use most. And what does this look like in my life? So I wanted to share with you kind of what, in real time, these coping strategies kind of help for me. So this summer was kind of a scary one for our family. If you know my husband, Daniel, he's a very busy person. Costco is his favorite. He loves going to Costco, 5 times a week. So let's just say that I knew that something was really, really wrong when he couldn't sleep in the bed because he was in so much pain. He had to sleep in the recliner. His breathing was labored because of the pain that he was having, and doctors couldn't tell us what was going on. We went in and out of the emergency room, I think, twice. Finally admitted him on the 3rd time. They had no idea what was going on. So let's just say that having the person you love the most in the world being in excruciating pain with doctor after doctor telling you we don't know what's going on. is a crippling place for a person with anxiety. So let me share with you how quick this goes from my mind, from 0 to 100. How are we here? Daniel's so healthy. He never goes to the doctor because he doesn't need to. He's so healthy. What if the doctors can't find the cause of this pain? What if this pain lasts forever? What if he dies? I can't live without my husband. My kids can't live without their father. Lord, how are we going to afford this? There's some reality in there, right? In this state of panic, I couldn't hear anything. I wasn't available for anything that the Lord had for me. So I used some of my coping strategies that I shared with you, and I brought it to Jesus, and I prayed. I listed my feelings of anger. I shared with him my anxiety, my grief. And as I told him my prayers, my thoughts slowly shifted from panicked, pain, anxiety thoughts to thankfulness and gratitude. Thank you, Lord, that we have the most amazing doctors. We have at least 10 residents, interns, and all these doctors looking at his case. Thank you, Lord, for technology and scans that we can see what's going on. Thank you, Lord, that I work at a school, and it was the summertime, so I'm not having to go back and forth to work and worry about my girls at school. We had childcare. Thank you, Lord, for everything. And y'all, God is so good. By the grace of God and the help of our support system, God met every single need that we had, from childcare to food to prayer, financial help, having our grass cut. You know who you are. Soon, doctors were able to identify a very rare bacteria. They don't know how he ingested. They have no idea why I caused all this havoc on his body. It's so rare that they're writing a case on him. They say it's impressive, which doesn't really help things. But all this to say that trials will come in our lives, trials that we don't have control over. And as soon as I did the coping strategies that worked for me, as all my thoughts were directed to be present with God, my feelings turned from pain and panic to peace. So Vintage Church, practice joy, gratitude, thankfulness, even in the midst of pain and uncertainty. Thank you.